Do people know your real name that watch your show?
Some do.
Like, is that like you want people to know your real name, or you don't?
I don't care either way. Just most people don't call me by it. Some people rarely do. Like, I introduce myself as that. Like, I introduce myself as Dakota.
You do introduce yourself as Dakota?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the start of the show. I have Dakota on, also known as
the Apizza Guy.
The Apizza Guy. And welcome to episode, I think it's going to be like episode 21 of Breaking Bread.
21.
And we call it Breaking Bread because we're going to have a meal together.
And it looks good.
Yeah, I got a little bit of everything. You kind of went heavy on the gumbo.
Yeah, I did.
I brought us some spoons and stuff. So
I didn't think about doing a small bowl.
Yeah,
this is the American portion.
Yeah,
portion size for American.
It really is
for like a European.
That's about the truth. Do you? I'm trying to get another fork. I don't know what I'm thinking about. I'm gonna get a spoon here for this gumbo. Locally grown rice, by the way.
Okay.
So my neighbor grows that rice, which is pretty cool.
It is.
That
I don't know if I've ever had some locally grown rice, to be honest.
Yeah, he is. He's a good dude too. Mike Wagner, him and his kids run that thing.
Some good gumbo.
Actually turned out kind of good.
For sure. For sure.
I don't do much of the cooking at all here, but occasionally I'll make the gumbo.
Okay. I don't know if I've ever cooked a gumbo in my life.
Well, I'll tell you, everybody talks about the roux, which is a really important part, but the stock to me, I took a whole case of leg quarters, a whole 10-pound sack of leg quarters, and cut them apart and boiled them.
Yeah.
And that's what made the stock very good, is the leg quarters. So it's mostly leg quarter. That's why the meat looks dark. It's chicken and sausage. There's this big argument. So, you know, there's two African words for gumbo. One of them is gumbo, another one's okra. Isn't that weird?
It is odd.
So the word gumbo actually means okra.
Yeah.
And I did not, so they say, if you go down in South Louisiana, no okra in chicken and sausage gumbo, but okra in seafood gumbo. And then if you go into the Creole part, they're like, okra should be in all gumbo.
Yeah.
Those people are crazy. So, like, it's funny because they argue about it more than we do.
That's about the only way I'll eat okra, honestly.
I can
if it's not in gumbo,
with it or without it, I'm good.
Yeah.
Fried okra I do like. Them ladies talking loud, aren't they? So what made you decide to get into reviewing food? And for those who don't know, he and I both review food.
Yeah.
So I have the gas station tailgate review, and he has the Pizza Guy. What do you call it when people ask you what you call it?
The Apizza Guy. I don't.
Did it start out just pizza?
Yeah. Initially, it was just pizza, but I was on a travel nurse contract up around Boston, and I was like, I'm just gonna try some really good pizza because we don't really have a lot of this more authentic style pizza back home. And I was just making videos, like just sending them to family and friends back home, and they told me to make a page. I made the page, and it was going smooth. I didn't expect it to ever blow up or anything until I made the Bruce review, and that just sparked the madness.
It's something about controversy. And for those that don't know, you didn't give them a great review.
No.
To say the least. They need to go see it for themselves. But
I didn't. It was Pizza Palace, but, you know, I don't know. The locals went nuts. And, you know, I was looking at the population. Crazy enough, as small as I thought Drew was, I thought it was going to be smaller than Bruce. Bruce is smaller than Drew.
Yeah, Bruce is not that big.
No. It's like 1,300 people.
Do they have a county seat in that, like the courthouse is right there, maybe?
I don't even know. I don't even know if they got one. It might just be Calhoun
No, it's Calhoun City, yeah.
It might just be
because they're close
City.
together.
So
I think that's what makes food reviews in Mississippi do so well, because everybody's either knows somebody from one of those little towns and they're going to tag them in it or something.
Yeah, every time.
Every time.
And Mississippi, I feel like it's kind of messy. You know, they like the drama.
You think so?
I kind of think, especially the small towns, though. Like, if I give a bad review in Oxford, it doesn't...
Nobody cares.
Like, not as many people care. But if you do it in a small town, you got to be ready for, like, the backlash. Because they all stick together. And it's just like, you're an outsider to them, and they're just gonna go nuts, you know. And there was a crazy amount of people in my DMs that were like, I agree with you. I just can't say it publicly. I just can't comment that on your post, you know?
I get that. Because they're friends with those people, probably. They probably see them in church and stuff.
Yeah, and they were like, we go eat there because Pizza Bill's a really nice guy. And I'm like, I understand that. I never said they were bad people, you know? It's just...
You just didn't personally enjoy it.
I didn't enjoy the pizza. So...
Well, that's one of those things I've decided early on I wasn't going to do. I did do some negative reviews at first. Mm-hmm. And then I was doing it during COVID, and COVID hit, and I was just like, some of those places, being on this side of it, on the restaurant side, I kind of knew the mistakes they were making.
Yeah.
Because maybe the truck didn't run on time. Maybe somebody didn't show up to work. There was so many challenges. And so I thought, just during COVID, originally I said just during COVID, I'm not going to do negative reviews. And then I just kind of stuck with it after that. Yeah. But yeah, people do stick together, which that's kind of a cool thing if you think about it.
Yeah. That's why I tell them, like, I ain't mad at them, I ain't mad at nobody in Bruce. Like, that's their town. And a lot of people, they always have this perception. They're like, you're trying to just ruin restaurants, And I'm like, I'm really not. And I don't think, just in my opinion, I don't think it really has any major impact on the restaurant if they do get a bad review, Because let's be honest, the locals that love the place,
they're never going to change.
They're never going to stop going. They're going to be like, just a guy on the internet said it was bad. I'm still going to Pizza Palace. I almost guarantee you, if we could pull the books on Pizza Palace and see the money they made after the 2 reviews I did there, I bet you it's the biggest weekends he's had in the last
there's probably a bump
10 years. Like, I would almost guarantee it, because every local felt like they had to go eat there that weekend
to make
prove
a point.
Me wrong. Yeah. They're like, I'm going to get some right now.
I think there's definitely some of that.
Definitely.
Especially a place been around a long time.
Yeah, and I always say a good business owner, if they do get a bad review, they can turn that into a positive with their loyal customers, Oh,
that makes me think of one from Big Tay, the barbecue guy up in Memphis, has for sure gotten a bump.
Yeah.
Because he's got this online war going on with Big Tay that's probably giving him more views than he's ever gotten. And I guarantee you his business. And I was watching that and I was like, if people are mad at him for saying Big Tay's wrong,
right?
But I guarantee you that both he and Big Tay's views went up after that, and his business went up after that.
I tell everybody.
It's like frenemies.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Everybody, like, the people in Bruce might be mad at me, but I guarantee you the owner, whoever's cashing the checks at Pizza Palace, is not mad at all. He would probably love it if I came back a third time, which I only did the second chance review because people are like, oh, you got the wrong stuff. So I got like a half meat lovers and like the Greek cheese sticks the next time, because I was like, you got to try something else. So I was like, I'll give them another shot, because I don't mind doing second chance reviews. But I do feel bad when I have to drop a bad review, though. Like, it gives me anxiety just to drop it, because I'm like, man, somebody's in there trying hard, Maybe they're in there trying hard. I don't know. But
well, nobody goes into business to make bad food, right? Like,
exactly.
we know, everybody understands that.
I do feel bad, but at the same time, I'm almost like, maybe they need to know.
Well, and it's one person's opinion. When I go somewhere, it's just my opinion, dude.
And that's what I tell people.
I could be wrong.
Right. And I tell them, I'm like, and I've told this to owners, I'm like, if you're super successful and I come and give you a bad review, like, I wouldn't think about changing anything. Now, if you're like struggling and there's other complaints outside of mine, and then you get a bad review, then that might make you actually start reflecting, like, maybe I should change something. Maybe it is actually bad.
Well, I'll give you an example of one you didn't like that I do, but it's not because of the food, and this is a good example of that. Mm-hmm. And that's I can't think of the name of it. The barbecue place in Clarksdale.
Abe's.
Abe's been there forever. It's been there forever. But one of the reasons, this is proof positive that the food is not the reason necessarily that people go to a place.
Right.
It's other things. Like, I know them. I know Pat. I go in there, Pat's going to be running the register. When I was a kid, Pat was running the register.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know exactly what I'm going to get. It's going to be the exact same every time. Mm-hmm. It is the consistency is the same.
Yeah.
And You're gonna get the chips and you're gonna put barbecue sauce on it. Is it fine dining? No, but it's
Right.
like I've been doing that since I was 12.
Right.
And there's some value for most people in that.
Yeah. It's like
You know what I mean?
It's like it's nostalgic.
Exactly.
Like when I go back to Grenada, probably not on the same level because it's like a smaller chain, but like Pizza Inn. But to me, they're not bad. Some people don't love Pizza Inn, but like that's my go-to chain pizza.
There's a brand new Pizza Inn in Denola.
Really?
Isn't that weird?
That is odd. I didn't even know they're opening them up anymore. But like,
Me either.
that's my go-to. Like I'll always eat Pizza Inn just because. Like the chocolate chip pizza, I don't know. Like I grew up on it.
Yeah.
It's like it's always gonna be
So
there.
the Wright Thompson told me that nostalgia means home and pain, and I was like, dude, that's that's deep right there, and it's true.
Yeah.
Like, because it's those things that you can't quite, that are slipping away from you
Yeah.
that you're trying to hang on to.
Exactly. Like running across some old games and stuff from like the 90s that you used to play and stuff like that.
One of the things I love, again in barbecue, Rendezvous downtown Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
They do every way they cook stuff is the opposite of the way I would do it myself.
Mm-hmm.
They hot coals. They're gonna do the ribs fast.
Yeah.
That's their thing. Their thing is the seasoning. They're not gonna wet do them. And so you go there, you know what you're gonna get. Sometimes they're gonna be a little dry, but you go there because you go down in the basement. Have you
Right.
ever been there and eaten? Yeah, it's just a cool atmosphere.
Yeah.
Some guy that's the bus boy is waiting on somebody to die so he can get the waiter job. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And he's like 35.
Right.
And the waiter's been doing it for 40 years, and the food comes out fast, and it's
Yeah.
all these famous people hung on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
It's just cool, man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
is it the best ribs in Memphis? No. Am
Right.
I going to go there probably this year? Yeah. It's just one of those things.
Yeah. I tell people all the time, they'll be like, you're not taking into account like the atmosphere, and I tell them like I'm literally not. Like I'm literally
Yeah.
just judging the food. Like I understand there's a lot of cool places, but I'm not really. I just don't take any of that into account. I don't take, and I tell them I don't take price into account. I don't take the atmosphere. I don't take.
I do not take price into account.
I don't take into account if the owner is somebody's grandmother, because I'm literally just telling you like,
Don't risk somebody's grandmother problem, right?
Like I'm just here to tell you like how much do I think you're going to enjoy just the food, And they'll be like, well, I went and it wasn't as good as yours, blah blah blah, and I'm like, consistency. If they're not consistent, I can't change that, If I go there and it's
Well, and I'm sure you've said places are good, and people go, I went there and it sucked, So it's just one person's opinion.
Exactly.
So I'm like, cool, dude. What did you not? And I'll say, what did you not like about it?
right, and they will.
And I don't even give it a score. I'm just like, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And people still mad at me because they went and didn't like
Oh,
the food. I'm
yeah.
like, what did you not? Well, I went to this. There's this place on the coast called Canal Country Store.
Mm-hmm.
One little Vietnamese lady in there by herself doing all the cooking and running the register
Yeah.
and sweeping the floor. I mean, it's just her. And some guy's like, well, I really don't like Vietnamese food. I'm like, well, why would you even go?
Well, then don't go.
Yeah. Like,
Pretty self-explanatory. That'd be
Yeah.
like, man, I hate a good Sunday plate lunch, and then I'm like, I'm coming to get one,
Yeah.
but I don't like it. Like, people do that. They do that stuff though, and then act surprised. It's like that meme where they're riding the bike and they stick the limb in the front
yeah.
wheel, and
they're actually the one
wrecks them,
riding
and they're
it.
like, what? Like
Yeah.
they don't know that they did it to themselves. Like, come on.
So you were a traveling nurse when you started up.
Mm-hmm.
Are you doing traveling nursing now?
No, I do a little agency nursing now where I just get on an app and I see who needs a nurse, who don't. If I feel
So almost like
working.
temp.
Yeah. Like if I feel like working that week, I'll pick up a shift or two maybe. If I don't feel like working, I'll just chill.
Had review food.
Yeah. It's way better money doing agency nursing though. Like man, nurses kind of get crapped on in the industry really. And I don't know. You can make 10 to 15, even I had a shift recently where I was making more than double what I made working as a full-time nurse. Like I was literally making $65 an hour.
Really?
Yes. Like
That's wild.
It was a last minute shift, but I mean, and it was a little bit of an inconvenience. But when I can make
You can pay. They're paying you for that
2.5
inconvenience.
times more in one night than I would in if I can make in one night what I would make in 3 days at a full-time job, worth it to me,
Yeah. Yeah, that's
People,
crazy.
Yeah. I mean, people ask me all the time. I like nursing. I love the nursing and the patient or resident side of it. Like the administrative side, they don't really care about nothing but the bottom line, the dollars, and surveys. How much did the family like you? Honestly, I don't really care if the family like me. Does the patient like me? Does the resident like me? Do we get along? That's really nurse-patient relationship for me versus the administrative.
Yeah, that's a world. I'm not good enough at science to be a nurse. I don't think.
Yeah.
I'm good with people, but I don't know that I'd be good enough at science. And everything about that industry. I'm on a hospital board now, which I hate doing, by the way. Everything about that industry is the opposite of the way everything else in the world works.
Yeah.
On the business side.
Yeah.
It's like we want to do this, but then we want to do, and I'm like, wait, what's going on here? I'm not sure that I'm capable of understanding this, and I'm a pretty smart guy.
Yeah, I tell.
And I ask, and they're like, well, really, nobody understands it. Okay.
Yeah. It all like at least from my point of view of it, it basically all just comes back to the dollar and how much they think they can make. And like I do get that in the world, like profit and stuff, but I feel like America's came to the point where they don't just want the profit, they want every nickel they can squeeze out of you. Like if they see that we're saving a nickel as a common man, then they want that nickel, even if they don't need that nickel.
Yeah.
Like they want that extra no matter what. I call it greedflation now,
Yeah.
Like inflation is real, but man, every year it's like, oh, we just got record profits again, and it's like, man, did you really need that $5 billion, or could you let the cost maybe not go up this year?
I am. How old are you?
31.
Yeah, you're a little bit older than my daughter's 26, and we have this discussion a lot. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, the problem is we don't really have a better system. Like,
Yeah.
I think we're always trying to tweak. I heard a smart person say the other day when they came up with the idea for communism, it was pre-Freud.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't really understand the way the human mind works.
Yeah.
And the bottom line is everybody is after their own self-interest. And communism takes none of that into account. Mm-hmm. So if you put a few people in charge of everybody, they're going to do their own self-interest, and it's even going to be worse than capital. And every time they've done it, it's what's happened.
Yeah.
And then, so capitalism is the best version that we have. Nobody's really come up with anything better.
I know.
And it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, yeah. It's almost, it's like, I don't know, like, can you really get rid of, like, greed? Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think you can.
I don't think you can. Yeah, I don't think you can.
Well, what you can hope that people will understand, and what capitalism tries to do, I think, is
It's like
for me to get that nickel from you, I got to give you something worth a nickel.
Yeah.
So communism doesn't do that. Communism doesn't. It's just like, I'm going to give you this whether you need it or not. You're going to give me. I'm going to take the nickel whether you need it or not.
You're going to do your part. And
Yeah, but capitalism, at least they do have to. Now they may fool you into giving you the nickel.
Yeah.
And we have laws to protect that, and maybe not enough sometimes.
Yeah.
But
I think that would be maybe one of the only few ways, because it's almost like predatory lending,
Mm-hmm.
Like they lend, like they have so many ways to lend stuff now, you get online and it's like, pay for your shirt in 3 payments of $12. Instead of
On
paying
the firm or
$30
whatever,
today, you pay $40, total. So like, and there's like a lot of countries that don't allow that stuff, like, and I feel like a lot of companies take advantage of America, like they're charging 12% interest on credit cards in Europe, and like credit cards here, 25, 30%. And
yeah,
it's like,
29 is pretty common.
yeah, and I seen a video recently, and he was like, why are y'all charging that in America when you're charging less than half of that?
The same company.
You're right, in a different country.
Well, we run into that
like,
ag. So Brazil's a big competitor of ag now.
Mm-hmm.
We pay all these technology fees. This is how it works in medicine too.
Mm-hmm.
We pay all these big technology fees to develop new genetics in soybeans, corn, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And then once we're still paying these technology fees. Well, guess what they do with that technology? They take it down there to Brazil and sell it to them without the technology fee. Because Brazil doesn't have the laws that protect that.
Yep.
And so they either sell it to them cheaper or not sell it to them at all. They'll just steal the technology. So we're actually paying the tech fee for them to be able to use it for free.
Right.
And that seems awful unfair. Same thing in medicine, though. We pay all these huge prescription drug prices so that they can take it to Brazil or Argentina or China and sell it as a knockoff. And who's paying for that? Oh, we are.
Yeah.
We paid for, that extra fee was, and I get it. It was for them designing the product.
Right.
But Americans seem to tote the load on a lot of that stuff.
It's like we're just here to finance the rest of the world is what I feel like.
God,
some days,
sound like the president if we keep talking.
For real.
I don't want to get in trouble. I don't talk politics. But.
Yeah, I try not to get into politics, but Lord, it's like,
I was an elected official for 14 years, and my conclusion of politics after doing it for 14 years was I don't want to be in politics.
Right.
And again, everybody's after their own self-interest.
Mm-hmm. At the end of the day.
Yep.
There's
a great book by Anthony DeMello called Awareness, and he says, all of us are selfish. Some of us has just found a higher form of selfishness. And what he means by that is when you realize that by giving somebody else what they need out of life, you're going to have a greater chance of getting what you need.
Yeah.
And when you realize that, everybody wins, Yeah. Everybody doesn't realize that's the problem. You've got those greedy people like you're talking about. But it's like Milton Friedman. Have you ever heard him talk about the pencil?
Mm-mm.
And, he takes a pencil and he said, how'd that pencil get made? And he said, for all we know, the paint comes from Africa. The rubber comes from Indonesia. The little brass thing that holds that on comes from a mine in Canada. The graphite comes from the Northwest, or the wood comes from the North. Mm-hmm. And he said, the only thing that you're trading, if that pencil's 25 cents, you're trading pennies of your time for pennies of somebody else's time. And not only do you not know each other, it's very likely that you don't believe the same religion, you don't have the same skin color. Yeah. But what brought all that together was capitalism, and communism can't do that.
Yeah.
And so I've just always been of the opinion it's like that it's not perfect. And hopefully we can come up with a better system one day. But right now, the only thing that can bring all those pieces together.
And that's we got right now.
And that's just a pencil. Well, how hard was it to make, our cell phones and all? How many people had to come together to make that happen?
Yeah.
And that's everybody trading a little piece of their time for their own self-interest.
Yeah.
And it's, I don't know, a lot of people don't like Milton Friedman either. So I probably got in trouble saying that. But it's a good example.
Yeah.
He's been dead a long time. I don't know how we got from food to Milton Friedman. That's a long stretch.
Yeah. It's a big roundabout way, but
you're about
this fried chicken is good, man.
Look, I'll tell you, that's something else. It's like you're talking about consistency. You can fry chicken 100 days in a row, and every day it's a little bit different. I do not understand it.
Yeah.
She did a good job today. We try to brine it. I'll tell you what else I can tell. We brine our chicken overnight, 24 hours.
Yeah.
Occasionally we'll have a huge day. She'll run out of the brine chicken. She'll have some brine for tomorrow, and she'll pull it, but it hasn't been in there long.
Right.
I can tell. I'm like, that ain't the same. Now, if you put them side by side, everybody can tell.
Right.
But I've eaten enough of it in here to know. And all it is, really, most people, it's just salt water for the most part. I mean, we add a few other things in there. There's a little apple cider vinegar and some seasonings and stuff, a couple bay leaf. But really, it's the salt water that just makes it hold the salt and the moisture in the chicken when she's frying it.
I tell everybody, if you're cooking something that's going to dry out, brine it.
Yeah.
Brine it. If you're afraid of drying it out, they're like, well, if you know how to cook it, you ain't got to brine it. I don't want to hear all that. Yeah. This is like almost like, I ain't going to say guaranteed, but if you want it juicy, it's even a turkey at Thanksgiving, man, brine that thing.
Yeah, it's anybody who smokes turkey, like on the barbecue circuit, they're brining all that stuff.
Yeah. And to me, I think it gives it more flavor.
It does. Like, that's the thing. If you do salt water, the salt goes into the chicken. It actually gives it a little more flavor. And we're using kosher, not iodized.
Yeah.
And then also it's holding the water in there, so you get double. And if you got some seasons in there, a little apple, it's pulling all that in there too and adding a little flavor.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, when I
Very subtle. You don't want it to be over.
Right. When I brown the turkey, man, I'll be putting oranges in there.
Yeah.
I season the water, like you said. I'll be putting salt, pepper, garlic, everything.
Salt's
in
the
it,
key.
you know?
Is kosher salt's the key because the salt is what get into the chicken or turkey, and then it won't leave.
Yeah.
And it holds the water and the other seasonings in there. But if you just do water by itself, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
But we didn't for years. We didn't brine our chicken, and it was. And I got people that swear that come in here now that they're like, I can't tell the difference. We also fry it in beef tallow,
Okay.
so that helps a little bit too. And I'm not an
Makes me
anti-seed
feel better.
oil.
I am.
I'm not an anti-seed oil, but
I am a little bit.
I do think it tastes better.
Yeah. I think it tastes better, and I just think it's more natural. I think it's more natural to like humans, maybe.
Maybe.
You know, like I mean, I just feel like back in the day, that's what they used, and it's just a natural animal fat. You know, I don't know all the seed oils and stuff.
Well, all their like the soybeans, you know what they do to come up with vegetable oil?
Mm-hmm.
They crush it. That's it. They don't really add anything else. If you look at the back of vegetable oil, it says 100% soybean oil.
Yeah.
They just crush it, they filter it, and they put it in a bottle. That's all they do to it. So it's very low process.
Yeah.
It's just like the tallow. I mean, and they do a little something extra to the tallow we use because it's pourable. It's still 100% beef tallow.
Yeah.
But there's a process to keep it from being like a solid. We don't get it in a
in
solid
big
block.
Yeah, I've seen people breaking down the big blocks.
Yeah, we've
and
done that too.
videos and stuff.
It's so much easier to get
I
the
know, I was
pour,
like,
but it's
that
a little
just-
more expensive. But
I was like, that looks like a hard job to be honest. You know, just
Yeah, it's
breaking
a-
on all that.
once you get it in the fryer and get it melted,
It's fine.
you can filter it every day and it's fine. Just the pilot light, just that temperature will keep it melted. But we swapped over really so that we could do fresh cut fries and fry them in the. I don't know if you saw the fry cutter that was out there on the wall, you know. So he'll cut his potatoes.
Yeah.
Red's not here, David. He'll cut his potatoes and he'll par fry them, and just like at 250 degrees or something for a few minutes, and then they'll drain them. Then when you order them, he'll fry them at 350, and then put a little garlic seasoning on them, and when they come out. And out of that beef fat, they're so much better.
Oh, dude, they are.
The quality's just so
I'm
much
telling
higher.
you, when I find a place that deep fries stuff in beef tallow, it's always a plus for me. Like Connie's Chicken over in Oxford, they fry all
Are
their
they
stuff.
good? I've not been there yet.
I like it. I like it a lot. Some people complain, but when it comes, especially when it comes to fried chicken, it's just one of the most controversial, personal, opinionated
It is.
foods. You know, because everybody likes their fried chicken different. You know, some people don't want you to season
Same
it
with
at
pizza,
all.
isn't it?
Oh yeah,
Because there's so many different ways to do pizza.
especially in Mississippi though, because Mississippi people that really haven't gotten out a lot, they like that Mississippi style, man. Just a pan type of crust that's thicker, and hardly no sauce, and just pile the toppings on because they want a filling meal instead of like delicious, authentic pizza. You know.
So I know Portnoy does just cheese pizza. Mm-hmm. Is that how you do the pizza, or do you like?
I try to get cheese, and then if they do like a specialty, I try to try the specialty because people are like, cheese pizza's boring. And at the end of the day, like we are kind of just entertainers.
Yeah.
So you got to give the people what they want. So
Yeah.
I kind of stopped doing. I was doing just cheese for a while because that's the standard for a pizza. If you can't make a good cheese pizza, you probably can't.
Well,
make
then
a
what's the
pizza,
rest of it matter?
you know?
Yeah.
If you don't have good dough, sauce, and cheese, then I mean, of course, throwing some barbecue and buffalo on something's gonna make it decent. I feel like that's easy.
Have you hit Starkville yet? Because I saw Portnoy was in Starkville. It was really interesting because he did 3 pizza places right there on the same drag. And I don't know if he was just in a great mood that day. He was very easy on some of those places, I thought. Now, Boardtown and the lady that owns Boardtown, she and I follow each other. And I message her because she's doing like, she doesn't do food reviews. She does kind of like I do, where she's just like, this place is good.
Right.
And I messaged her and I was like, I'm going to tell you 100% the truth about your place. When it first opened up, I was just like, man, I don't know if this place is going to make it. Because the service was so bad. Pizza was decent.
Right.
And we went about a year later and it was lights out. It was the pizza was good, the service was good.
Yeah.
And I was like, I full respect to somebody because I've done that. And instead of a year, it took me like 15 to figure it out.
Hey.
But so she figured it out. But there's a couple others he reviewed, and I was like, I don't know, man. They're not that great.
Yeah. When I seen him come to Mississippi, he came to Oxford too, and like I've met him maybe just once.
He's an interesting character.
I feel like twice, but I probably maybe just once. And I was like, hit me up when you come to Oxford, but like I know I don't have the pull that Dave Portnoy's actually gonna hit me up. I just told him like, you know, just on the off chance that he did, and he came, and I was like, he's being nice. Like I've watched enough of his reviews that when he gives a Mississippi pizza a 7, it's a Mississippi 7, and that's what I tell people. Like when you see me reviewing pizza in Mississippi, put it more on a Mississippi scale. You know, I feel like that's a common sense thing. Like, is this like an 8 if they put it in New York? Probably not, but in Mississippi, you know, y'all are really gonna love it. So
what's your style of pizza that you like?
Honestly, I love all of them except for like the Chicago deep dish.
It's not that great.
I do.
It's all right, but it's like it's
the crust is so
it's a casserole. It's a casserole.
The crust is so bready and just it tastes different.
Now, doesn't Chicago also have like a Chicago bar style, almost like a Detroit?
Yeah, and that's what the locals more eat. The deep dish is more like a
tourist trap.
Tourist pizza.
Seems that way to me.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. We went to Chicago years ago, and I say me and a chef from Cleveland, David Cruz, and we went somewhere and got the deep dish, and I was like, it ain't bad, but I don't understand the hype.
When I got my first one, I was like, this is not going to be for me. You know, and I've tried a couple more after that. It's just
so not. like my wife doesn't like Neapolitan style. And I'm like, you should watch Dave Portnoy because he doesn't either.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm about to say a lot of people, especially in Mississippi, don't love Neapolitan
But now
style.
Lena's is kind of Neapolitan. And everybody seems to like that.
Her pizza.
Is that the best in Mississippi?
I think so.
It's pretty good.
I just don't think, man, it's going to be tough to beat her. She's the real deal, for real.
So you can go in there, from what I understand, and say, I want mine well done, and they will leave it in there a little bit more, and it, you know,
a little crispier,
which is what my wife wants. I say she likes the cracker pizza, is what I call it. She wants it thin and crispy as it can get.
Some people just hate because a lot of times a Neapolitan, like the doughs are so soft and they're cooked so fast.
Yeah.
They're just floppy.
They're
just floppy and they're harder to eat, but they're normally super fresh.
But the flavor of her dough is what, and sauce.
Yeah.
But the flavor of the dough
love her sauce.
Yeah.
She uses what I consider the best tomatoes for sauce.
Oh, I have something for you, by the way. So, her husband took this picture right here.
Oh, yeah.
But I got you a book. I forgot to give you that.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. I endorsed it to you.
Hey, this is going to be the first book I read this year. I need to start back reading and learn how to read again. I appreciate that.
I meant to give you that off camera, but
I meant to come.
But her husband took that picture at 6 o'clock in the morning right up the road up here.
Hey, dedication right there. Dedication. I got to get up for a photo shoot. I would have been snoozing. And then, like, getting the table and all the food out there too. Hey.
Probably this table. It probably is this table. And the tablecloth, my grandmother knitted that.
Oh, that's cool then.
For my wedding present.
Yeah.
And then McCarty's pottery and the same rice that you're eating. It's the rice on this food came from here.
Oh yeah, that's an expensive table set then. That McCarty's, man.
They're not playing.
Oh no.
So Mr.
People
McCarty's
go crazy for that stuff.
Grew up in Drew, Mississippi. A lot of people don't know that. And every time when he was still living,
it's somewhere out here, right?
Doing that?
I've never been. The McCarty pottery.
It's in Marigold, which is just down the road, like 10 minutes.
I thought it was somewhere out here in the Delta.
And it's supposedly like all of the dirt for the pottery comes local, right? They supposedly dig it somewhere. They got some secret place they dig the dirt out.
Oh, okay.
But
I didn't know that.
He said he would always tell me the same 2 stories every time I went in there, and he was always drinking wine, so I don't think he remembered that he told them to me a bunch. And I didn't go in much, but my wife did. And sometimes I go in with her, and he'd go, "You want those Shurdens from Drew?" And I said, "Yes, sir." and I mean, I was in like late 20s at the time.
Yeah.
And he would say, "You know, my daddy." And I grew up in Drew. My daddy had the Piggly Wiggly in Drew, and he said it burned right about the time the Great Depression started, and he started drinking the next day and never even knew we had a Great Depression.
Missed that part of history.
Yeah. And then the other story he told was, which I know to be true, I had an uncle named Apizza Shurden, who, I'm going to say this as kindly as I can, he grew up very poor and got a lot of money.
Yeah.
I mean, did really, really well. And he did some interesting things, but one of them was he bought some monkeys, and he had a pet monkey. And they would take the pet monkey to parties with them.
Yeah.
And Mr. McCarty would always tell me about them getting the pet monkey drunk. And they said the pet monkey they'd let the pet monkey out, and the pet monkey would sit around and drink with them. And they said the pet monkey had a great time, but I was always hungover the next day.
Yeah.
They said, no joke, and because I've heard this not just from Mr. McCarty, but that the next day the monkey would just lay like that because it was hungover from drinking with them. But he told me those two stories every time I went in McCarty's. But he was a cool old man. He built a hell of a business out of the mud, if you think about it.
Yeah. I've never been to it. Never been.
It's one of them things you want to take your wife to.
Yeah.
You know, it's cool.
Right.
It has that 1970s feel about the way it's laid out. It's like it could almost be in Key West or something with all the shade and the cane and the little pool in the back. Like you can go out there and it's like all these little courtyard areas you can sit. But where they actually sell the pottery is super cramped. And I don't know if that's intentional, but it'll be like sometimes them women be fighting over. Yeah, women be fighting over.
I'm about to say I could see people fighting over that stuff. The way people talk about it, man, I could see there being some fights out there.
I have a lot of McCarty's pottery at home, and when I say I mean my wife has a lot of McCarty's pottery. But you know, we've been married 30 years, dude. So you buy a piece or two every year. You get 2 pieces a year. That's 60 pieces of pottery.
It's gonna be quite the inheritance one day.
Yeah, she said now she's like, we got 2 daughters, so she's like, I gotta have enough where I can split it between them, you know. And I'm like, well, they're already buying their own McCarty's. I'm like, they're gonna
have their own set.
Yeah, they're gonna have their own set. And of course, who knows that Mr. McCarty's son runs it now, and they're still pumping that stuff out. But back in the day, there's stuff that he made with his hands. They got forms and stuff now that he made with his hands you can't get anymore. Some of those pieces are super, super expensive.
Oh, I bet.
And I'm like, man, I don't know that I'd pay that for a piece of pottery. But I'm like,
almost
you look around my office, I got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But most of the stuff was all given to me. I don't buy a lot of stuff like that.
I'm super frugal myself. Like, mainly, when it comes to life, I don't really care about material things. I'm more of just experiences and traveling type of person. Like, even my shirts, like, if people watch my food reviews, you'll see, like, I've been wearing the same 5 or 6 Ole Miss shirts for like 3 or 4 years. They're all from when Ole Miss won the national championship in 22. And like, I got holes in the neck starting to form. And I'm like, I can't spend money on clothes. I hate spending money on clothes.
I do too.
Like, I'm just gonna wear this, and
I would live under a bridge if it wasn't for my wife. She keeps me in good decent clothes, and then I sell these T-shirts, so I always have a stack of them. So when one wears out, I just throw it away and get another one. So I'm either wearing an Archie of Drew T-shirt. By the way, that's where the idea came from. So 1971, they had Archie Day.
Yeah.
And they gave these license plates out. Isn't that crazy? So that's from 1971. I have another one up there that somebody gave me.
That's an artifact.
Isn't that crazy?
Folks, for real.
And I just put it back there for a backdrop.
Yeah. Nice.
But so that was, there's a story behind that. So Archie being from Drew, I know Archie, but I don't really know Archie.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, his sister taught me in high school. So I called her and I said, do you think Archie would mind if I took that old license plate and made a T-shirt out of it? And she said, let me ask him and see. And he and I had talked a couple of times, and I had his email address, and we'd email back and forth and stuff. And it wasn't long, I had a text from him, and he was like super cool with it. And Miss Shelton was like, they live in Plain Air. So over there, you know what I'm talking about, by Taylor. And she was like, Vernon wants one, that's her husband, so Archie's brother-in-law. And I didn't tell him what I was doing. So I made these T-shirts up in Saints colors. And I put one in a box and I mailed it to Archie. And I mailed it with a letter and I said, you know I'm a Mississippi State fan. So I didn't have the heart to do this in Ole Miss colors, but I am a Saints fan, so I did it in Saints colors.
Yeah.
And it frankly didn't look good that did not look good as a T-shirt. Just blue on a white T-shirt didn't look great. Because we tried to mock it up that way originally. And I'm like, let's just do it in Saints color. Yeah. Although it did look good in powder blue, I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, I bet.
It's a cool shirt in powder blue. Yeah. I might go back one day and make some of those up. But we kind of did it kind of just tongue in cheek, and I ain't gonna tell how many of them I've sold.
Oh, dude, I bet.
And then I wear this or the Shurden Farm shirt, and that's it in the summer. Dude, only 2 shirts I wear.
I've never met a Manning. Even living in Oxford, I don't think I've ever laid eyes on a Manning.
Well, it's like, so Michael Manning's from here. well, I mean, they're all from here, I guess. But Michael Manning's from here. He's a doctor in Madison, but he went to both Mississippi State and Ole Miss. And his daddy went to Mississippi State.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, people will say, how can you be from Drew and be a Mississippi State fan? I'm like, well, my dad went to Mississippi State. He had no idea Archie was going to end up at Ole Miss. I don't know if that would have changed anything or not, but he went to State. And so when it got time for me to go to college, I just went where my dad went. You know, we really didn't think about it. But I do remember watching, as a kid, Daddy watching when they traded Archie from the Saints, and I think maybe he went to the Oilers and then to the Vikings or something like that. But at the Vikings, he was like a second-string quarterback, and they would always put him in when they were losing, and Daddy would get so mad. He was like, "Hey, why do they put him in when they're losing?"
You know,
yeah, because he's still a hometown guy, even though he went to the rival school. You know, people give me a hard time. I had Brian Haydad, who has a Mississippi State show on. Oh gosh, I'm trying to think of what the name of that. Well, he's got Thunder and Lightning, which is a podcast that is really Mississippi State. But then he's got a radio show, which I got an Ole Miss guy and a State guy. And he was like, I don't know, man. I don't know what I think about you being such a big Archie Manning fan. I'm like, I'm from Drew, Brian. What am I supposed to do? You know? But
I feel it.
What was your childhood like? Did you grow up as an Ole Miss fan, or?
Yeah.
Are you from that area?
So I'm from Grenada.
Oh yeah, you said that a minute ago.
I'm from Grenada, but I moved from there when I was like, I guess 12-ish. I graduated from East Webster, which is like right down the road from Starkville. But I've always been so diehard Ole Miss that like you couldn't pay me to root for Mississippi State on any given.
So I feel the same way. It's like
day, like
when we won a national championship in 21. My Wright Thompson, who you don't get much bigger Ole Miss fan than Wright Thompson, you know, and he texts me one dirty word. I can say what it was when we won. Starts with an F. That's all he would text me. Like, he didn't text me the whole thing, and as soon as that last pitch was over, I got that text from him. And so, year later, y'all win it. I texted him back the same thing.
I know.
I was like, dang, you couldn't get. All we get is 1 year of reveling in that.
I did not congratulate a single Mississippi State fan.
I did congratulate Ole Miss fans, but I was like, man, couldn't y'all have waited 5 years and give us more than a year?
I was so glad we won it the next year. I was like, because of course immediately after y'all win, the chatter is, you know, well, y'all never won one, we won one. Yeah. So then for us to turn around and finally do it ourselves, I was like, put that to bed, you know.
Oh yeah, it was painful. It was painful. The other thing that's weird about that, we had a big rainstorm come through in 21 that killed all my crops. And at the time, I had no employees. It was just me on the farm.
Yeah.
And I'd always said, everybody that goes to Omaha says, dude, unbelievable experience. The people are awesome. Everybody really does get along. You know, everybody has a great time. I mean, there's that rivalry thing, but everybody has a great time while they're there. And, like, if you ever get the chance to go to Omaha and your team goes, go.
Dude, I wish I would have went.
Well, I was going to go. Well, instead, I was replanting the crop.
Yeah.
And listening to us play through that thing on a tractor. And on June 30th, which is my birthday, I'm listening to them get started, and I listened about the first inning, and I'm like, I got to go home and watch this. So I got off the tractor and went home and watched. I was finished. Yeah. So I watched us win the last game. I think one of them was late in the evening, and I did maybe watch one other game. But it was pretty clear we were going to win the whole thing. I mean, we were just on fire.
The whole time I was like, these guys going to lose yet, man? When are these guys going to lose? Because this can't be happening, you know.
That's the way right was.
It was like this past season with us in the national championship. Dude, I seen so many Mississippi State fans. They were like sweating. They were like, please, like, go hurry up and lose. Somebody
Well, you know, you ever watch Brandon Walker?
Yes.
So he's so funny to me, and he was like, when y'all lost, he was like, "Oh, I'm so glad that's over."
I know, he was sweating. He was trying to reverse,
it works the same way. Brandon Walker works the same way that you and Bruce work.
Yeah.
In that, if Ole Miss had kept going, he would have used that as fuel to his brand.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's this weird thing, man, where this ain't business, this is show business.
Right. Exactly.
Like, Ole Miss winning the national championship, Dave Portnoy would have drug him through the
he
mud
would have.
so bad
Definitely.
that Brandon Walker would have gotten more views.
Yeah.
And he would have gotten more money.
Absolutely.
As being on the losing side.
Right.
And it's weird how that works, but that's the weird world that we're living in now.
Yeah, that's the internet, man.
It is, and I do know that, since I quit doing the negative reviews, like I know I leave views and money on the table because while they say they don't like you doing that, the views say otherwise.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Do your negative reviews get way more?
The negative, for me, like the negative reviews, they will get a good amount of views, but the engagement stays down. Like I don't see a bump in engagement.
Really?
Because,
so that surprises me.
And I think
because I would have thought it'd been the opposite of that.
Me too.
Because everybody's mad, they're commenting.
Yeah, a lot of people, because that's what a lot of people kept saying. They're like, the only reason you're even doing them is because, like, they're rage bait. And I'm like, at this point.
Well, not even rage bait, but just people. I think people are looking, and it might even work the opposite, where if you do a good review, they want to go on and tell you how bad it is.
Yeah.
Because I get that a lot too.
Yeah. So I started looking because people were like, you're only doing it because you get more views and this and that. And I'm like, at this point, like, I've had some good reviews that get hundreds of thousands. Like, my good reviews get just as many as bad reviews. But the only downside of posting the bad ones is the engagement, like shares. A lot of people don't want to go out of their way to share something negative.
Oh, I see what you're saying. They might comment on it, but they're not going to share it.
Or they won't like it, or they don't want to like it or share it.
Do they do the angry face a lot when you get to do the negative?
Some people do. The locals, they'll be doing the angry face,
Well, what people don't understand too, and if you don't want to see negative stuff, quit liking and commenting on it, and it will quit showing up in your feed.
And I tell
people,
if
you don't like me, quit saying, "Hey, I don't like you." Like I had this one guy that was like, "Could you be any more goofy?" And I was like, "Actually, yeah, I really could."
Oh yeah, I tell people, they'll be like, "Can you quit cussing?" And I'll be like, "Hey, you haven't met me in person. Like, I've kept it very."
That's the clean version.
I've kept it PG-13 on here. Like, I don't know if you cuss on here, so I just didn't cuss. But like in my normal everyday life, I cuss way too much. I do try to tone it down.
Same. I do edit myself. I'm smart enough to edit myself because it just is what it is.
Yeah. And
I have a lot of, but like my audience ages up. Mm-hmm. I mean, it ages up. Like I'm 35 and up is 90-something% of my audience.
Yeah.
Right. So I know, especially those baby boomers, they don't want to hear all that. So I keep it clean and all of that. Yeah. And I mean, my kids watch it.
And I can keep it, and I'll keep it like decently clean for like 3 or 4 reviews, and then like there'll be one where I say a couple choice words, and then they come out of the woodworks. They're like, "I'm unfollowing you," and I'm like, "Come on, you wasn't the 3 reviews where I didn't cuss. You didn't say nothing. You didn't even comment or like it. Now I said the F word once, and you're like, I'm unfollowing you." And I'm like, bro.
Well, it's funny because we're talking about cussing, and then Ole Miss and State folks. I had this one guy that was like, man, he was liking every post that I made for about 3 weeks. And then I was in Starkville at Starkville 76. And at the end of it, I said, Hail State. And the guy commented, unfollowing, had no idea you were a State fan. And I was like, are you for real right now?
When it was Egg Bowl week, I don't know if you remember, I made like some trash talk posts just because like the everyday normal Ole Miss and State fan, like we can talk trash, like we do talk trash.
It's hate week. Right. You do it just during hate week.
I'm like, it's Mississippi State hate week. Like
it's not real hate.
If you're from Mississippi, like you should know.
Yeah.
Like this is what we do. It's never personal.
And then we're gonna go have a beer after.
Right. Like it's never personal or serious. It's just like a little crap talk. Like. And I had so many people that were like, know your audience, I'm unfollowing and all kind of stuff. And I'm like, dude, I'm just giving y'all a little heck. Like,
so Hey Dad and I had this conversation the other day. It's like, on the one hand, I'm a full State fan.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not going to pull against y'all, but I'm going to close my eyes when y'all are playing. I'm kind of at that point.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I go to Square Books. Mm-hmm. They sell out of copies of the signed books. I go back. They sell out of signed copies again. I have a lot of Ole Miss people. The blurbs on the back of the book, 3 out of the 4 of them are Ole Miss people.
Yeah.
Like you got Ben Napier, Archie Manning, and Wright Thompson. Well, Wright Thompson did the 4. Like I can't be too mad at y'all because y'all been super good to me.
Yeah.
And it's just like, well, and that's what I telling Brian Haydad that, and he said, yeah, it would be easier to hate them if they were mean to me. He said, but I feel the same way. He said, every time I go to Oxford, they're super nice to me. I do a lot of catering in Oxford. Do a lot of stuff in Oxford, and so Oxford's been good to me. I can't be too mad at y'all.
Yeah, like I'm super cordial. Like it was just 1 week. It was literally the week we played, y'all.
Like, I'm not gonna show Ole Miss love on that week.
Flipping out. People were flipping out. They were like, I know I lost like 100 followers, and I was like, it is what it is, you know.
Hey, it's funny. It's weird things that will make you lose followers too. It's like, I mean, just weird stuff. Like I said something about Press Po Boys being from Biloxi. People kind of got mad about that. Well, they've been doing that in Baton Rouge for 25 years. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, man.
Yes,
I could be wrong, but I mean, like, people got super upset about it.
There's this one lady, she unfollowed me recently. I'm talking about like long time, diehard follower. Like I would have considered us friends if I ever met her, you know.
Yeah.
And she was an older lady. She gets on. No, it was her. Apparently, somebody she knew got on there and was like just talking mad crap to me. And like, especially when it's an older person, I try to let them make it. Like, I ain't gonna immediately start roasting you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, you know, hey, go. This is what I told her. I was like, you know, go play with your grandkids and just leave me alone. Like, it's that simple, you know. You already said your mean stuff. You're talking about me and this and that. Then she commented again right after that and said some more stuff. And I was like, look, all right, this and that and the third, you know. Then the diehard fan lady, she was like, I'm unfollowing you. I didn't realize you were like this. I was like, get your friend. I was like, tell her to quit saying all kind of crazy stuff about me, and I won't say nothing to her. And like, she unfollowed me and everything. And I was like,
I get, you know, I will occasionally comment. Like, I posted, this one made everybody mad. I posted a picture of me when I was judge. And man, this one guy who's a fan, and still I think a fan, is like, well, that's totally non-biblical. You know, the Bible says, do not judge, yes, you be judged, and all that. And before I could comment, somebody said, well, you know, the first thing God did with civilization was set up judges and told the people to go set up a court system, you know, to enforce the laws of the land. And so we got in this huge biblical discussion under his thread.
Dude, I believe it.
And then at the end of it, he was like, by the way, I'm a huge fan. You know, and I was like, okay. Like, he wasn't mad about it. He was just commenting. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. And of course, you can find like, if you want to get on biblical discussion, you can find a lot of things to support what I was doing. But then another person was like, somebody that there was a case that they didn't like the way I did it. I remember the case. And she came on there and said some choice things. And I was like, you know what? Typically, I don't hide comments, but I think this one I didn't delete her comment or anything. I just hid it because what she said was totally erroneous. Yeah. And I was just like, you know what? I don't even want to go down that road.
Yeah. If I see
I don't do that. If I see something racist, I will block them. Yeah. So I blocked a few people for saying racist things, and that's surprising too. Oh, yeah. And it's not just white folks saying racist things, by the way. It's both sides. I
get some choice comments pretty often. And I'm like,
the funniest one I ever got was like,
that was a stray.
This 17, 18-year-old kid that called me an old white MFer. I was just like, what? I didn't even delete that one. It was so funny. Yeah. Like, no reason why. I mean, it was just like a fried chicken review. Like, I didn't say anything weird. And they were just like, old white MFer. But they said it out, you know. And I was like, all right, you're just showing what an idiot you are.
Dude, it does. It happens. The aggressive comments happen so, at least for me, I get some pretty aggressive stuff pretty often. I think one time you got kind of tied up in it. There was some dude out here.
Yeah, and I ended, that's one of the few that, and he was a fan. I would have considered that guy a fan at one point.
Yes.
And then it's just weird, like over about a 6-month period, he just got ruder and angrier. Yeah, it was a real weird cycle. And I was just like,
I know, because at first he was like on my stuff being like super aggressive and like threatening and stuff. And then like out of nowhere.
So the same guy followed you?
No, he didn't follow me. He just started commenting on all my stuff. And you know, I just talk trash with him. Like, if you call him,
I don't do that. But I was just like, there was just finally a point where it was like, okay, this has gone too far. he's ruining the experience not just for me but for everybody else in the thread.
Right.
And I'm like, you know what?
I know.
A bad apple will ruin the bunch, and I didn't want to block him, and I'm sure he probably hates me at this
I
point.
don't even remember his name.
I don't either.
I literally.
But it was really funny because
irrelevant.
it kind of came to head in that comment thread. But it was one of those things that I watched it over a 6-month period that he started making little
snide
comments like like you get an elbow in basketball, right? There's the foul and there's the like I'm gonna do it just under a foul. So it was just under an elbow.
Yeah.
And then it just got a little more aggressive and
like,
a little more aggressive. And then he just, on that thread, he just completely exploded.
Yeah. I was like, Shurden's out here catching strays for nothing because originally, like you said, he was cordial on your stuff. And in my head, I was like, he likes him. He just hates me. But then I seen the thread one day and I was like, he hates him too, I guess. I don't know what happened here because this guy's going haywire.
No, and I think some people just want to be angry, man. It's an unfortunate thing. And I really... The other side to why I decided not to do any more negative reviews, I'm just like, man, there's so much negativity in the world.
Yeah.
If I don't like it, I just don't put it out.
Yeah.
Which sometimes means I go places and film, but I'm way better now at looking a place up and kind of understanding what I'm getting myself into. Because it costs a lot of money to go do these reviews. It does,
and that's another
Nobody
reason
knows
I tell
all of that. And it's like I'm gonna have, if I go somewhere, I'm gonna try to have 3 places that I can go the same day.
Right.
Where hopefully I can get 2 or 3 reviews out of it. But now I kind of know what's good there. I've looked at it. I've had enough outside opinions. And since I'm doing just gas station food, there's this thing called NAC, National Association Convenience Stores, that sent me to, like if I'm going to North Carolina, they'll be like, oh, you got to go here, here, here.
Right.
And I know it's going to be good because they know these people.
Yeah.
But one of the ones you're talking about, so that's kind of been my brand. It's clean and not in positive energy always.
Right.
It's kind of my brand. And there was this one place in North Carolina, I don't know if you saw it, called Biscuits and Porn.
The name?
That's the name of the gas station.
Was this recent?
Yes.
I don't think I've seen that.
And I'm like,
I'm going to look it up for sure now.
what in the world is going on? It's in Nags Head, North Carolina, which is the Outer Banks, right by Kitty Hawk, right by, is it Roanoke, where they had the colonists that disappeared, and all of that. So it's like 18 hours from here. So I'm like, and he'd been trying to get me to go there forever. He's like, they have the best biscuits in the Outer Banks.
Yeah.
I'm like, what in the hell is going on here with a place called Biscuits and Porn? So I'm going there anyway. And I'm like, all right, I'm at least going to go by and check this place out. So I start doing my research.
Yeah.
And what the rumor was, because it's just a gas station. But people forget, in the 80s, every gas station had a rack of magazines in the back, like up against the back wall, with pieces of cardboard over them, and they were Playboy magazines, and some of them were dirtier than Playboy. And you could slip into the back there. I mean, and it wasn't like in a separate room. It was just in the back of the gas station, and you could grab your magazine when nobody was looking, go up there and pay for it, and get on out of there. Well, this place continued to sell them through, after, because the internet, of course, made that go out of business. Nobody, you don't see that anywhere anymore. But used to, all gas stations had that. So that wasn't anything abnormal. So the big joke in Nags Head was that you could go there in the morning and get great biscuits and porn. And so at some point, the guy that owned that gas station just changed the name to Biscuits and Porn. Because that's what all people call it, biscuits and porn.
I bet you they get a lot of people that stop.
Yes, and they sell a ton of T-shirts. And so I go, and all I do is I show the picture of the sign, and I'm like, I'm at a gas station, and this is the name of it. And Facebook demonetized that video.
Really?
So apparently the AI read what it said on the sign, because I never said it.
Yeah.
And that video got like 2 million views.
That's crazy.
So then I go, and I got huge unfollowing out of that.
I'll believe it.
Because people thought I was going to a strip club, and it's not what it was. It was just a regular old gas station. Then I did the review, and the review didn't get many views, but I never said the name, and in the background you can see the sign, and I pause the video and you can see a little arrow going over to it. So I ended up taking that other one down though, because Facebook wasn't paying me for it, and it would kind of create some kind, and I'm like, it's really not on brand for me.
Yeah.
So I do think you got to be careful, like what,
definitely,
and I'm trying to make a different play. I'm wanting to do more than just gas station review. I'm doing the books and
Exactly.
the podcast.
Yeah, I'm always trying to think a couple steps in advance. Like I'm trying to like do mainly food content in general, but like I want to get away from just food reviews, just so it doesn't put me in a box.
Yeah.
You know, because they'll put you in a box quick and really try to not let you outside of that. So like I don't know what else I want to do. I want to do some cooking videos maybe. Like I like to cook and stuff.
You know, my whole thing is the time to shoot and edit all this stuff.
Yes.
Because I don't know if you have anybody helping you with that part of
Ooh.
it. See, me either.
Solo.
And I'm in a business group, and we just had a meeting last week, and they were like, we were talking about, like, I have a bigger personal brand than any of those guys, but they're all like $1 million a year personal income guys.
Right.
And they're like, so who's doing the editing and all of that? And I'm like, me. And they're like,
Me.
why are you doing that? Like, no wonder you can't make any more money. You should pay somebody to do that. And I'm like, well, I don't make enough money to pay somebody to do that right now.
Exactly.
And they're like, you're going to have to pony up. And so I'm rolling around in my head because there's some things I would like to do, like more of a 20, 30-minute TV show where I go to a place and I sit down, I do what Anthony Bourdain did and really do get into the, why are you here?
Yeah. Because
Why do you do the fried chicken this way? You know, who are you serving?
Yeah.
And that's going to take 4 or 5 cameras, camera people. I mean, it's going to cost me a couple $1,000 to shoot an episode.
People think we're making a killing from this stuff. There's just not a lot of money in like doing content and stuff unless you have like a really massive following.
And people look at what I'm doing and they think I have a massive following. I'm like, y'all don't know anything. Y'all got a massive following.
Right.
I don't know if you know y'all.
Who?
Y'all is what it's David Ellis, but he's a hog trapper guy.
I don't think so.
He's been on. You should watch that podcast.
Yeah.
Just on Meta in December, he did 130 million views.
Oh yeah. He's
doing that much on YouTube too.
Yeah, I'm about to say he's making at least 10K off Facebook then.
I don't think 10K touch it. What he did.
Yeah. I was about to say
and then like I'm doing like $1,000 a month. But it's so funny.
Right.
For several months, I would do between $1,000 and $2,000, and then I got to check the other day. It was $5.30-something. Like I did have a dip, but the way they figure it makes no sense.
Yeah, Facebook kind of just pays you whatever they want to pay.
I think so.
You. Like I was looking at something this morning, and like one picture got 20,000 views, and I made 50 cents. Another picture got 20,000 views, and I made $4.10. And I'm like, guys, where's my other $4 on this other picture, man? Like,
and it matters, like when you're paying gas and food and all that, people don't realize.
Exactly.
I always figured, and my play was, if I could keep, because I have great engagement. So if I do a video that's got 10,000 views, it's going to get a lot of comments, a lot of likes, really deep engagement, which is what advertisers want. So I think that's why I kind of get paid usually a little over what my views are when I talk to guys like you, and because my engagement's so good, even though my views are probably lower than most of y'all. But I'm thinking about who can I brand partner with in the future to where I can lend my credibility to them.
Bingo.
And that's also why I try to put out nothing negative, nothing politics, nothing a little bit of religious stuff, but I'm not overtly like out here pounding, preaching.
I think that's probably the only thing that ever makes me hesitant on stuff is like thinking about future brand deals. Yeah. You know, like.
Well, what if I sit down with Kirk Motor Company, but I bad talked a restaurant that their wife's nephew owns or something, you know, and then I'm out. They're like, you're out.
Right. And I think about it all the time. I'm not gonna lie, I think about it all the time. But to me, like at this point, I've just accepted like it comes with the territory. You know,
it does.
Like if a negative review.
Well, you can't lie. Number one, you can't lie.
Right, exactly. So,
so I just don't put those. I don't lie, but I also don't put those out.
Yeah.
And I mean, even when I'm not scoring, you can tell how much like. If you watch me 2 or 3 videos, it doesn't take you long to go, oh, he really liked it, because I'm like usually eating 2 or 3 bites, and sometimes I just can't stop. I just keep eating, and they're like, I could tell you really like that. Right. I have tails. You know what I mean? I don't have to score it. I have tails. Yeah. But I do think it's like I am building. This is a media brand in a weird way. But it is why I did the book, and now I got the podcast, because you don't ever know. Tomorrow they may say, Facebook has violated some deal and we're going to shut them down.
Yeah, exactly.
They did it with TikTok.
Exactly, and TikTok. And honestly, if TikTok just doesn't pay that great in general.
It used to. What happened?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, my RPM used to be like 90 cents. Like, it was almost always at $1. And then it just started creeping down.
Well, my views went down on TikTok. It's like when they deleted it and it came back, it was never the same.
Yeah.
I don't get the same views. I mean, I would have views. I was doing way more views there than I was on Meta.
Yeah.
And it just kind of flopped the other way.
Yeah.
Where I was doing way more views on Meta than I was almost 3 times.
One thing I feel like I've noticed this on TikTok and Facebook. If I do really good views for a month and make like some good money, the next month it's like no matter what, it's always going to be a big dip. Like a big dip.
I think about it, I'm like, they're in the business of making people watch them so that they can sell advertising, and they're giving you a cut of it. So it almost doesn't make sense. It's like they would, if you got great content, they should want that to be front and center if people like it.
Exactly.
So I'm like, did they move their algorithm, or is my content just not being enjoyed as much as it used to? Like, I can't.
Yeah.
And maybe a little bit of both.
Yeah.
And people get tired. Like, I used to watch Portnoy all the time. I hadn't watched him in a long time.
I'm the same way. Like,
so some of it is people get tired of us, probably.
Right. That's another reason I like swapping it up a little. Like, I like posting stuff from grocery stores, like crazy stuff I find, or even doing a chain every once in a while. And people freak out when I do a chain. Like, this ain't no mom and pop shop. And I'm like, I know, calm down. It's one review and it's a brand new like menu item,
Yeah.
Like when I did the Big Arch burger thing and just made a joke out of it, people were like, why would you go to McDonald's? And I'm like, calm down. It's literally one video.
That during Christmas, my wife always wanted these huge wise men that we put in the yard and spotlight them, and I couldn't find anybody, so I got a dang thing and sketched it out and cut it out of Luan, and I filmed it, and it got like 1.5 million views, and I'm like, that is so crazy, I got video of her coming home and seeing it for the first time, and then I did during, all of the ice, I did a whole bunch of videos, really not for views, but there's just like nobody was saying what was happening.
Yeah, same.
And I was like, okay, let me tell people what's really going on. Yeah. We had electricity here. We were out 12 hours here at the restaurant.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, we got electricity. If y'all want to come up here and charge cell phones or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the other video that's done really well is I just made a video. What's the worst Christmas dish? Like what's the one dish that your family brings and you don't have the heart to tell them nobody likes this, don't bring it next year.
Yeah.
And that video still gets views every day.
There's always that one video kind of just running in the background,
Yeah, and I'm like, what is going on? The other one that runs in the background a lot, like I'll clip this out. So we'll go through, I'll put this in Opus clip, and it'll pull what it thinks is going to be viral clips. And I will take those and sometimes still tweak them just a little. But David Ellis was on here, and he grew up. He always says he grew up in the trailer hood, And he says, but there was this one clip where he said, when I grew up, I didn't have anything. And when you don't have anything, all you want to have is something.
Right.
And he said, now that I've done well, and he's really talking about social media, like now that I've done well, all I want to do is give it away.
Yeah.
And so I'm starting this food pantry in Matheson, and he tells this little quick story, and it's like maybe 1 minute. And every day I get 5 or 6 comments on that video. It's been out since probably November.
Yeah.
And I mean, it just keeps on.
Keeps on keeping on.
Keeps on keeping on. And it's a great clip.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very heartfelt about how he struggled and how he wants to help other people that are struggling.
Yeah.
And you just never know, man. That I knew it was a great clip, but I didn't think it would be months later still.
Right. Because sometimes the stuff you think is going to do great flops.
Yeah.
All the time, I'm like, dude, this review is gonna do numbers. No number, like.
Do you think about how you're going to create a hook for those reviews when you start them? Like, is there any rhyme or reason to it, or are we all just guessing?
They say the first 5 seconds you got to catch somebody's attention, you know, because everybody's attention span is so short. You know, if you don't have their attention in the first 5 seconds, they're scrolling. You're off the screen. They scroll.
But I mean, have you figured? Is there a combination to that for you, where you figured out how to do that hook?
Not really. I just kind of.
I don't think so. I can't figure it out.
Like I just kind of like look at the restaurant and look at what I'm eating, and like
do you think about it before you go, or do you get there and look at everything?
I think about it all the way to the place.
I do too.
Honestly, as soon as I leave one restaurant headed to the next one, I'm like, I'm thinking, I'm like, what can I say that could be in the first 5 or 6 seconds of this video? You know, like what can I say? And sometimes I don't get it right off the bat. It'll be something that happens in the middle of me filming or something, and I'm like, that's gonna be the beginning.
And then you have to clip it,
you know,
and put it back at the front. I've done that before.
And I'm like, that's gonna have to be in the front. Like that's gonna. You know.
I do that a lot. I'll think about it in the middle of it, and there'll be 2 or 3 bites already out of it, and I'll be like, But there's this one place, the Vietnamese lady. That was the most popular video I did in 2025. Mm-hmm. And so I was back down there the other day. So I'm like, okay, I think this is going to be a good hook. Because there was a lot of people that the number one comment was, you did not get the fried pork chop. You're an idiot.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I still
even though I loved it.
I
loved it.
Right.
And so I said, this was my most viral video. I'm filming my most viral video here last year, and you guys were not happy about it.
Yeah.
And then it paused, and it showed all these comments. And I was like, all right, that's a pretty good hook. And it did do good, but not as good as I thought.
Right.
I thought, okay, this is the best hook. I've got this figured out.
You put extra work into it, extra thought, and you're like,
I had a plan before I got there.
Yeah.
And it just, and it did good. I mean, it got 25,000, 30,000 views, but I was like, man, this is a lot hard. People don't understand. This is a lot harder than it looks. And if you go there and get 5,000 views, you didn't make your gas money back.
No.
Much less your time. Like, what's my time
That's
worth?
another thing. People, they're always like, go to this fine dining restaurant and try this $130 porterhouse. And I'm like, guys, the ROI, the return on investment on that is not going to be what y'all think it's going to be. Because I will lose 90% of that money. Like, if this doesn't do 1 million views, then I'm not going to make anything. I probably wouldn't make anything at 1 million views, you know? Because... So I don't do a lot of fine dining stuff for that reason.
Yeah. No, I get it.
You know?
Well, gas station food's pretty cheap, so I picked a good niche.
Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, honestly, if you're spending around $10 or so on a video, like that's got to be pretty right there to where you don't have to just knock it out of the park every single time, especially when you're monetized on TikTok and Facebook. You can combine both of those.
Yeah,
so
and it kind of works out.
Exactly. Most of the time you should. And that's why I stopped getting like 2 or 3 entrees.
Well, that's the other thing. People say you don't get enough variety. But number one, I'm trying to film 3 videos in a day.
Yeah.
I can't eat all of that.
Yeah.
I'm fat, but I ain't that fat.
Yeah.
And number 2, it's just like, dang, you start getting 3 or 4 things, even at a gas station, it's going to cost you.
Yeah, that's the difference in my video costing me $45 in food and $15 in food. And the thing is, like...
I try to get 2 things now.
Yeah. I don't see any difference in the views or engagement with me only getting one or 2 things.
Those people mad that I didn't get the pork chop actually made that more viral.
Right.
Right? Yeah. Like, they're like, why didn't you get this?
Every time.
Or, now what I did do in that video, that first one, I said, everybody tells me this is the best fried rice in Mississippi. And I mean, that's another thing. Everybody's mad. You got to go to Ben's Deli. Yeah. Oh, I got to go to Ben's Deli.
That's not the
and then other people are like, Ben's Deli's trash.
Yeah.
And then that starts, and it's just like,
then they're
all through races.
Arguing amongst themselves.
Yeah, which is fine. I just let them go.
Oh, yeah. Well, I love it when
I've never been to Ben's Deli.
Right.
I don't
when they argue with each other, better than arguing with me. You know, that's just free engagement. That's what I tell people. It's just free engagement. You come on here mad and I argue with you, it's just free engagement. It's
this double-edged sword where if I don't comment, I hurt my own engagement. If we comment on your engagement, we actually get paid more.
Yeah.
Because it just adds to the algorithm.
Yep.
And then if I look at every comment, sometimes it hurts your feelings a little bit.
Oh, yeah,
You're like, I mean, it just is. And I know people that are like, I don't read any of my comments.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I wish I could, but I'm not a big enough guy now to do that.
Right. Now, if I had 1 million followers, maybe I could do that. But like at this point, and then I would almost feel bad. Like I feel like if people take the time out of their day to watch 100%. My stuff,
that's my point. Yeah.
I kind of owe it to them a little bit to talk back to them. Now I know it's got to the point where I can't reply to everything, But I can still reply to people and try to talk, and you know.
Sometimes I'll have an hour and I'll just go through and answer comments.
Yeah.
Just because I do feel
Or
that
at least
way.
like the comment, something like,
Yeah.
I seen your comment, like I see you.
Yeah, exactly. And I follow Ben Napier. We were talking about Ben Napier a while ago, and he's got like 3 million followers.
Mm-hmm.
And he takes so many minutes every day, and he likes as many of those comments as he can, just to let them know. And I'm like, dude, if Ben Napier can do that, I can do that. But that's just he's just a good dude. That's the kind of guy he is.
Yeah, I don't ever want to come, because I've started, especially like I know a ton of creators now, and just some of them once they get big, they just starts really going to their head a little bit. Like I never want to be that type of person to where I start thinking I'm better than this or better than that, or nothing like that. So,
well, who's a creator that you're friends with now that you're like, okay, this is a guy or girl I want to get to know better, that I like the way they're doing things? Like or maybe somebody up and coming we should be looking at?
Up and coming, honestly, one person, he does skits, and I actually met him last year. I think last summer sometime I did a barbecue review with him out in Houston, Mississippi.
I already know who you're going to say.
Who?
Matt?
No.
No, not Matt.
No. I feel like Matt's kind of made it, like
he has. He was on the show.
Maybe not made it, but like
There's his barbecue sauce up there. That's what made me think you were going to say him.
But he's pretty big, like.
But he does the skits too.
Okay, yeah.
You seen him do the Creedmoor skit?
Oh yeah. Oh, dude, he hit it big with that one.
He really did.
He hit it big with that one.
So who's the guy you were talking about?
So his name is Reginald. He calls himself Royalty Major. It's this guy from Houston, Mississippi. He just does all these like funny skits and stuff. And like his most viral one is like him and his, I don't know if it's his girlfriend or his wife or fiance, but him and his girl, like it's them both going in, like he's already in the pantry. And he's like eating snacks, and it's like why me and my girl can't lose weight.
Oh yeah.
And like then she comes in and like she shuts the door.
Oh, I have seen that.
And like she's eating like.
And she doesn't know he's in there.
Right, and then they look at each other like, oh my, like we both.
They're both cheating on their diet.
We're both cheating on the diet and stuff, but like he's had a couple videos go like millions of views lately. So
I met I wish I could remember his name. There's a black guy I met in Dallas, Texas, and they're way bigger than me and you. But they just started like fishing in, like you'll be able to be at Walmart.
Yeah.
And they got to have somewhere to put all that runoff water, so they'll build ponds. And they were like fishing in Dallas in all these ponds and filming it. And it got to be such a big deal that his friend hired him to be the camera guy. He's like, man, I'm making so much money, and if I got to hire a camera guy, let me just hire you. And they're like, now they're going to Brazil and fishing the Amazon and stuff. And it's like, wow. And they got their own candy products and all. Yeah. And they have, like they're all making like $500,000 a year fishing.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's a bunch of black guys that started out and they're just they do skits too, and they're having a good time, and it's like they're fishing and there's the Walmart, and catching these big old bass and stuff.
One thing that is almost a life hack to content, it's not a guarantee, but when you're in those major markets like that have millions and millions of people, like it's easier to just, like if you catch that algorithm and get going, like it just sends you off into space. Like some of those cities have as many people as we have in all of Mississippi. You know?
For sure.
Like they're living in a town with 3 million. We're living in a state with 3 million people. So it's like, it's so much harder for us to just take off and hit 500,000 followers,
Yeah.
Like if we catch fire, we'll hit 100,000,
Yeah.
In those big markets, they just, it's like.
Yeah, so have you done some reviews in the big markets that have done well?
Mainly Memphis, and even Memphis, I guess that's what, maybe around 2 million.
I did it's gone now, but there was a gas station out on Poplar that had sushi. It was actually really good.
Yeah.
No bullshit.
Yeah.
You go in there and it's a guy from Japan and they're making it, and he's like, "What do you want?" And then he rolls it up.
Yeah.
And it was I liked it because they're really small. I don't like huge big old pieces because I want it all in one bite.
Yeah.
Because to me it's better that way.
Oh yeah, you gotta eat.
And so I go in there and I get it and I go outside and review it and I'm like, I'm going to go in there and get another. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Went back and the guy's gone. But that one did really well. And that's when I didn't have many followers. And so now that the algorithm is more based off of how good the video is and not how many followers you have, I'm like, that would go really viral now. But he's gone, so I can't review it again. And I went in and I'm like, what happened to the sushi guy? And they're like,
where's he at?
We don't know.
Yeah.
He just quit coming in. So I don't know if he got deported or what happened to
He
him.
might, like...
I think he moved, and they didn't want me knowing where he moved to because they didn't, you know what I mean? That,
competition.
I just could. There was a little drift of there was some bad blood there
like,
when he left, and
yeah,
I was like,
they know where he's at.
I think they did, but
know
no
he's
joke. It was out on Poplar, like you get off on Poplar, and it's the first gas station on the right down there, and it was just a Shell station. It didn't have a name or anything. It's just the Shell station on Poplar.
Yeah.
And
it was
super good.
I had somebody mad in my comments recently because, like, lately I've just been trying to stay a little closer to like home and stuff. So I did most of the restaurants in Oxford.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna go around all the gas stations to do plate lunches. And somebody was like, "Oh my God, you're not Stafford Shurden, blah blah blah." And I was like,
like we care, like me and you care.
Like, guys, calm down. They don't like.
What you do that's the other thing that's bad about what we do. Once you've done everything locally, well, then what do you do?
Exactly. Like, I've gotten to where I'll go back to a restaurant and just like...
I call it the second... I'm like, I'm on the second stop tour. You ever heard me say that?
Yeah.
Because it's like, how do I explain that I've been here before?
Exactly.
And
that's
I'm like,
why I quit doing pizza, just pizza.
Yeah.
Because it took me a week to eat all the pizza in Oxford, you know?
Well, gas stations the same way. It's like, how many good gas stations is it that I can go in and review? And it didn't take me long. And then I get a lot of recommendations that I know the place and I'm like, I'm not doing that.
Right. Like,
I went in this place. I wish I could remember where it was exactly, but I went in a place one day, and it was somewhere out around Enid. No, it wasn't Enid. It was around maybe Sardis, but it was kind of between Batesville and Oxford, and it's out in the middle of nowhere. And 2 or 3 people had commented, "You need to go here and get this." And I go in, and the only way I can explain it is all white folks in there working. And if there's 4 people in there, I had more teeth than all of them put together. And I'm just like, I'm not eating that. I'm not doing it. So I was real nice. Went in there and bought a Diet Coke.
Yeah.
We got in the truck and left.
Go-to strategy. Just came for a drink.
Yeah. They had no idea who I was.
Right. No,
And then,
internet. No.
Same thing. A lot of people do recognize me. I'm sure they do, you too. And they know that if I don't like it, it doesn't come out.
Yeah.
So sometimes I feel real guilty because I'll go eat something I like, but something about the video I couldn't use it, or the audio was bad. I get bad audio sometimes, and I'm like, they're gonna think I hated it, but it was actually pretty good. And so I'll try to get back. But there's a place in Alabama, great Mexican restaurant inside the gas station. Burrito tacos, blow top of your head off. It's
now
so
that
good.
you mentioned that, there's one in Oxford. It's a gas station called Oxford Spot that has a little Mexican restaurant built into the side of it.
Does it? Is it good?
I've never been.
We'll have to check it out.
I was about to say, I'll save it for when you come back up there.
But anyway, I go to this place and it was great, and I had help that day. I never got the video back, so I loved it. I never got the video. We did about 3 videos that day, and I got all the video back but that one. I mean, it was going to be great too because they filmed it on like a $10,000 camera, you know, and all this stuff, and just never got the video. And so I've been back a couple of times, but every time I'm back, they're gone. Something's up. It'd be like a Sunday, and they're closed on Sundays. That happens a lot too. I was in Biloxi, and they're like, "Oh, we stopped cooking at 1 just on Wednesday."
Right.
So I'm at the point now where if we're going to travel that far, I got a girl that works for me. I think I'm going to put her on the phone just telling them I'm coming. I wanted that.
Like calling by, "Hey, y'all cooking today?"
Well, I wanted that real off-the-cuff experience, but I think at this point, and you understand this as well as anybody, we can't drive that far and then can't. Oh, well, we only do the meatloaf every Thursday.
Right. And
you came there for the meatloaf.
It's worse for you because most towns have more restaurants than gas stations.
Right.
So, like, if I go to Memphis and a restaurant's closed, there's another one down the street that's open.
Yep.
You know?
Or, and I'm doing it like, I have a call sheet. I'm going to hit this place at 11. I'm going to hit this place at 12:15 because it's 15 minutes away. It gives me an hour.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to hit this place. And I did a thing with National Association of Convenience Stores where they had a camera crew, and we did it like a call sheet, and they did know we were coming. And it went so smooth, and I'm like, and this is like 2 years ago, and then I was like, man, this is really how it should be done.
Right.
Like, they know I'm coming, so they're prepared, you know, and of course they filmed their little thing for their, and I was speaking at their show that year. And so we did all of this stuff for their show, but then I used the camera crew to film my show too.
Right.
And so we went in and we met them and interviewed them and all of this. And then when I went outside and did my review, and it was so smooth, and they were like, oh man, this is what you need to get. This is the best thing on the menu. You know, so they were ready for me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I like the idea, but now that I'm getting recognized, it really doesn't matter anyway, because you know they're going to put, like when you came in, if they didn't give you the best piece of fried chicken, I'd have been pissed. You know, I'd be like,
right.
It's the pizza guy. You give him the best piece of fried chicken. Don't BS it.
I can't go anywhere now, honestly. Like, and I've had places.
You cut your hair.
I've had them shave my head.
Yeah, no, that way they won't know you.
Bald headed next time I walk in, man. But I can't go anywhere at this point. I love going on vacation out of state.
Do you get recognized out of state ever?
Not near to the extent that I do in North Mississippi. Like,
yeah, you hit North Mississippi pretty hard.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt if somebody doesn't know me in North Mississippi, they're not on the internet.
But you know, that's a strategy. I thought, because people said, why'd you do gas station food? And I said, well, you can't boil the ocean. But I understood that was a niche and a little pot of water, and I can boil that pretty fast. So it did. Like if that's the thing somebody likes, they're gonna find me ultimately. Right. But now I'll be like, gas
station reviews do really good.
Yeah.
My best videos on Instagram over the past year were 2 gas station reviews. Like, I posted a random one about like a chicken spaghetti plate I got at this place, and like it's like 200K views, and like on Instagram for me that's really good.
That is really good.
You know, but I mean people just
I don't do good on
gas
Instagram.
Station food. Oh, Instagram is tough.
Now that they can share it, it's a little easier.
Yeah.
Now that they got the shareability. What's the best gas station food in Oxford?
Man.
Like what have I did Four Corners, which is, you know, it's chicken on a stick.
Right.
It's a chicken strip.
Exactly.
It's good.
Right. People want me to go there, but I'm looking for more like plate lunches, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, I will do I'm a gas station review guy, so I will do a chicken strip. But I've had way better chicken strips than I've had, frankly. I like Dodger Store chicken on a stick better with the potatoes and the pickle and the onion and all that. Yeah. Way better.
If I had to just go to a gas station for lunch in Oxford, I'm probably going to go to Bee's Barbecue. It's
pretty good.
It is.
I like Bee's.
That smoked chicken, man.
Their smoked chicken's the best thing they got. Yeah.
It's money.
And it smells so good when you go in there.
Yeah. There's so many options. Like
But me and you were talking about the Blue Sky. It's not bad. Blue Sky's really not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
And when you know that they're just cookie cuttering that all over, it's like, that ain't bad. I'll tell you something else. Another one that's good like that is Kangaroo Crossing. If you run across a Kangaroo Crossing, they just got one of those. It's not a master build. I don't know what it's built into the wall where they smoke everything. Their rib tips are always fantastic. Their food's always good, but it's a chain.
What I don't love is Buc-ee's.
So
barbecue.
I feel I have a weird feeling about Buc-ee's. Because if I'm with my family, we're stopping because it's got the clean restrooms.
Right, and it's massive. I love the candied pecans.
They're good. The candied pecans are good. The barbecue's so-so.
Right.
It's all right.
I feel like all their food is just baseline to me.
Like, I
think it's more hype than anything. Like, people want to love it. It's almost like Chick-fil-A. Everybody loves it so much it convinces other people to just love it without question.
I go Chick-fil-A just to watch everybody work because I'm like, I am not a systems guy. We have systems and procedures here that somebody had to hold a gun to my head and said, right systems and procedures. That's how that worked. But to go to a Chick-fil-A and watch them gin that food out is super impressive to me.
They clockwork.
Like, it's just fun to watch them. Is the food good? It's mid at best, right? I mean, but I still go there and I still enjoy it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Buc-ee's is the same way. I got something there recently, and I can't remember what it was, and it was so bad I couldn't even. And it was one of those sandwiches. It wasn't the turkey, but it might have been the turkey. And I was just like, man, this is so bad. I can't even eat it.
I tried every time I lay eyes on one. I go in there and get something different. I'm just like, it's just okay.
The barbecue's okay, but this was actually bad.
Yeah.
And the thing about Buc-ee's is, did you see what I got an F rating from the Better Business Bureau? It's like they don't care.
No, they don't.
Like, you hurting their business.
Right.
In fact, it made the Better Business Bureau look worse than it made
It
Bucky's
them look dumb.
Yeah.
Because every Bucky's is like spotless clean.
Like,
Their
you're going to give them
workers
an
are
F.
working.
You're actually going to publish this. You're going to give them an F and think that your credibility is any good.
Yeah, and I think they only got the F because they just didn't respond to them.
That's what it was.
Like, they just
That's
didn't
exactly what it was. The Better Business Bureau said, we got these complaints on you. How do you want to respond? And Bucky just gave him a cold shoulder.
Yeah, I don't want to respond.
And so they gave him an F.
I don't think I will.
Yeah, I don't think. So now who trusts the Better Business Bureau?
Right.
But that's the world we're living in, where like the script has flipped a little
Yeah.
bit, and people more rely on social media. It is a cool place.
Oh yeah.
But
It's the
another
era.
very viral, the video I was talking about with the guy says, could you look any dumber? I was standing in front of Bucky's, and I just said, and it's just one of those thinking about out of the box, how do I get some other content?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, is this place overrated or underrated? And that's
Yeah.
all I said. And dude, viral.
Viral.
500 comments, people mad about it, fighting in the comments
Yeah.
over whether Bucky's is good.
Yeah.
And I didn't say it was good or bad. I just
Right.
said, is it overrated or underrated?
Yeah.
I think it's rated about right.
Yeah. I think it's just a good gas station. Like, I mean,
The jerky's great.
I think they got a bad drink selection. They never have Mountain Dew Zero. Never.
So it's weird. Some of them do not have Coke products. They have only the Bucky's.
That's crazy.
And on the fountain drinks.
Yeah.
Now, if you
Okay.
go get the bottle drinks, they have all that.
Yeah.
But not in the fountain drinks. And some of them have, because like I'm typically Diet Coke's my drink, you already know. And y'all go in there and you have to go buy the bottle drink to get the Diet Coke in some of them. But I'll stop usually just because it's a good, clean place, especially if I need to go to the restaurant.
Exactly. That's what
I will say the beaver nuggets.
Yeah.
Have you tried the beaver nugget? Oh my God. I'm not a big sweet eater.
Yeah.
They're super addictive.
I'm had to get them.
It's the best thing in there.
Had to get them for sure.
If you like sweet stuff.
I love
It's,
way too much.
dude, I'm telling you, it makes no sense that you're like, that's pretty good. And the next thing you know is the bag is gone.
Yeah.
And you're like, what happened? This is, my blood sugar's got to be out of the roof.
Right. Got a sugar rush. Start tweaking out.
We didn't get dessert, dude.
We didn't. I don't
You
think.
can eat it after the podcast. So I don't know how long we've been going.
I know we've been in here a solid hour.
So what do you got going on that people need to be looking for? You got any new kind of content, or you kind of sticking
All I
with
know
food reviews?
is that when April finally gets here, I'm finally going to get back started. I have been so sluggish to start this year back, and I want to hit some hot spots so I'm going to branch out, but I want to do it in a way that makes sense for my crowd back in North Mississippi, Like, I don't want to automatically go to Montana because nobody down here goes up there. I want to go to, like, Hot Springs. A lot of people from North Mississippi go there.
So Hot Springs, we got to talk about, I don't know if you say Delucius or DeLucas.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I've not been either,
It's been on my mind for years.
but it looks fantastic.
Yeah. I had his pizza at Dave Portnoy's Pizza Festival up in New York. I met Dave there. Actually, I went through this gate I wasn't supposed to be at and went back behind where they're cooking pizza, and he was walking back there, and I'm like, hey, Dave, hey. And I'm like, look, you got to come to Oxford, man. He didn't give a shit. But
Well, how was the pizza there when you had it?
it was good, but I know it's
Oh,
just
it's going to be
not
better.
gonna be the same.
So they opened a second location in Little Rock. But I still want to go to that original.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen the True South episode where they go there?
I don't think I have.
All right, if you've got ESPN Plus, go watch True South, and there's an episode where they go to Hot Springs. The whole episode's Hot Springs. In my opinion, best episode they ever made.
Yeah.
And they go to DeLucas.
Okay.
DeLucas. It's DeLucas,
I
right?
don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
either.
I have no clue.
But they interview the guy, and so I started, and so
Yeah, he's a super nice guy.
I followed him based on that. And he and I'm like, dude, so we've commented back and forth, and when he saw I was friends with Wright and John T, he followed me back, and we talked a bunch, and he follows my stuff, and I follow his. And that's 2 years ago, and I'm coming, and have not been yet, but I've never been to Hot Springs. Have you?
I've never been.
Everybody says it's super cool.
This year I'm going to make it out there.
Well, that's a good homework for you to do, is to watch that before you go, because I think because they don't just go there.
I'm about to say they go to other restaurants.
They go to other restaurants. They kind of give you a feel for what the place is like and all that. But I don't know if I got any good gas station food, but I told my wife, I'm like, at some point, me and you got to go to Hot Springs.
Yeah. I just want to go up there just because.
I just want to eat that pizza.
I ain't going to lie. That's my main goal, to go up there and eat that pizza. It
looks so good.
And then I was like, lots of North Mississippi people go there.
They really do, and
I feel like it'll still.
So
resonate.
any other spots?
Probably Nashville. I'm gonna go to Orlando soon.
Anything in Nashville you're looking at?
I have a list in my phone just from stuff I've just seen and liked, but I'm gonna put out some fillers when I know for sure when I'm going.
Don't go to Puckett's.
Puckett's.
Everybody says Puckett's.
Mm-hmm.
And the PH is not silent, right? It's Puckett, yeah. It's Puckett's. I was, and again, I don't do negative stuff, but it's just the one downtown. There's an original in Franklin. I think the original's in Franklin, and there's one in Murfreesboro. Do I now?
What do they serve?
Same kind of food I do, and barbecue.
Yeah.
And it's just not that good. And I go once a month. I'm in downtown Nashville once a month.
Mm-hmm.
And I stay downtown, and there's a little place I stay. It's kind of like a apartment, but it's a hotel.
Yeah.
And so the Puckett's is right next to where we have our meetings, and none of us go there because it's like, well, then you can go to, if you want a whole bunch of stuff you can review. You know, they got that food court right there by Broadway.
Okay.
That's probably got 25 restaurants in it.
I've actually never been to Nashville.
Dude, it's
ever in my life.
So when I was younger, we used to go, and now it's like going to New York or something because they've got all these real high rises now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think the biggest building in Nashville is 65 stories.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine. Honestly.
Yeah. And so when you go downtown, it's like being in a real city. Like you feel like, doesn't feel like New York. It feels like more like Chicago or Miami or something like that. But it's like you're in a real city now. Nashville didn't used to be that way.
Yeah.
And there's like high-end Jeff Ruby's to me, and it is, there's like 3 of them, but Jeff
all them
Ruby's.
singers blowing up, man.
Oh, man.
Building their own bars.
All the food in those places suck.
Yeah, I bet.
You're going in there because it's Jason Aldean.
Right, exactly.
Jason Aldean's food ain't that great.
Right. Oh.
People are just going there.
People are drinking and eating whatever.
And most of what's in that assembly food hall, a lot of that's not that good. There's a pizza place in there, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And my friend was like, Rick, he was like, let's go down here to assembly food hall and we'll try the pizza place. And you're just like, a pizza place in a food hall ain't gonna be good.
Right.
And so we get that pizza, and I was like, dude, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
I was so shocked.
There's a new truck stop right outside of Tupelo. If you're ever going that way, I screenshot it on my phone. I'll try to send it to you.
Is it the 76 store?
I don't know.
Not that one, is
but
it?
It's got a Sbarro's pizza in it.
Yeah.
Best gas station pizza I've ever had
Really?
in my life.
And Sbarro's is usually mid, usually.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
So is it like in Sherman right there going that way or going the other way?
I think it is. I'll try to send it to you.
So there's I bet that's it. Because there's that
like right there on
Wild Bill's on one side and there's a 76 on the other at Sherman's.
I don't know, man. It's a truck stop. It's a truck stop of some sort. I don't think it's a 76. No, not that one.
Yeah, because
this one you're talking about the Toyota plant.
Yeah, kinda, yeah.
Kinda-ish. No, not right there. This was on. I feel like I gotta look it up.
I have to look. There's so many new ones popping up, man.
Mm-hmm.
I went to one the other day, and it was Chris Lynn was there.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Chris? Y'all get up and do something, guy. He's from Vicksburg. He's funny as hell. And all he does is just talk and then say, y'all get up and do something. And people go, it's Chris Lynn. and he's like, it's Chris Lynn, all one word. That's what he says, Chris Lynn. He's funny as hell. But he went to this truck stop. And he'll stop at a gas station, too. And people think he and I look alike anyway, so they get us confused. And he stopped at this place, and it was a brand new gas station, and they do barbecue. And I went down there, and they had rib tips were like that big. You couldn't put but 2 of them in that bowl. A rib tip. Yeah. It was really, really good. And but they're just popping up everywhere now, man. Oh, but it was good food. Everywhere. And I was like, I don't see a smoker. I'm kind of worried. I'm like, what if they got this from Cisco and I come in here and say it's good?
Right.
But it was good, and I couldn't help it. And so I text my food rep. And I said, do y'all do this gas thing? I want to know that they get this from Cisco if this was the real deal. And they just baked it off in the oven some kind of way when they got it. And somebody commented, I sold them their smoker. I didn't ask. They just commented that, and it was the Southern Smokers or whatever. And I'm like, oh, it was great. And then now they're inboxing me trying to sell me a smoker. You know, I was like,
you want one?
Kudos, for trying. Hey. I don't need a smoker right now, but yeah, Nashville.
You know what? You give me one, I'll tell everybody.
That's what I wanted to hit. $17,000.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, for the little one.
Yeah, I don't smoke enough meat for that.
No, but I mean, these are commercial operations. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the Nashville, I think you're going to love Nashville. Nashville's just a cool town.
Yeah.
But I think
I just want
Hot
to hit
Springs
those
is really good.
vacation hot spots that North Mississippi people go to a lot. Like I feel
Orange
like,
Beach.
Yeah.
There's good food down there.
Actually,
It really is.
I've been down there once. I've never been a big Florida beach vacationer, honestly. Like I've been to Canada and Mexico, and I've hit every Caribbean island down there you can think of. And I've been to Florida.
I like that blue water.
I love Boca Raton, man.
Really?
Boca Raton, whatever they like to call it. But dude, it is, because that's like the retirement. That's like the calm Miami, you know? Like Miami is for the up all night party people. That's not me. I like to relax. So I love Boca Raton.
So when you go to Orlando, I don't know, I can't think of one in Orlando, but all over South Florida, really, when you get below Orlando especially, Cuban gas stations all have bakeries in them.
Okay.
Dude, I'm talking about blow your mind. I ate some stuff, I don't know what the hell I was eating. It was great. Like I ate a flan cheesecake made in a Cuban bakery, and I'm like, I don't know what this is.
Hey.
And it was like literally cheesecake on the bottom, flan on the top, lights out.
Hey.
And they're everywhere, those Cuban bakeries are, in gas stations. And you go in there and like you're the only person speaking English in that place.
Yeah, I have to look for
Oh
some.
man, I got some kind of sandwich at one of them, and I'm like, I don't know what this is, but it's really good. Like they made the bread homemade in there and stuff.
Can't beat that.
Oh man, it was. I ate some good food. So we did really kind of. We went through Miami. We went to a gas station in Coconut Grove that you turn around and look this way and it's BP pumps. You turn around and look that way and it looks like a high-end restaurant.
Yeah.
Wine stacked to the ceiling, waiters with ties on.
That's crazy.
And it's a Spanish tapas bar. And we went, and my daughter was with me, and like 2 weeks later, she texted me. She's like, Nick Jonas was in there. In the gas
That
station.
ain't big time.
Yeah,
That is.
but it's in Coconut Grove, which is like the rich part of Miami.
Yeah.
So you go in there and you get gas, and you can go in the back and drink $500 bottle of wine.
I went through Miami, and I just kept going.
We went to South Beach and went out and ate that night after we filmed all day, so I wasn't even really that hungry. I enjoyed it. I mean, it was kind of the off season, so there wasn't as many people there.
Oh, I
And
love
then-
traveling during the off time. Like the downtime, that's when I want to travel. Less crowds, the better for me. I love it.
Same.
Even cruising, like just going on a cruise, I'll go in December. And and
what
the
we
water,
used to do.
And it's still warm enough because you're down in the
Yeah,
Caribbean.
you can still get in the water,
right.
still warm. Yeah,
And it might
probably
you-
actually the better time of year to do it.
Yeah, it'll be a little nipply, but like nothing I can't handle. So
Well, so my oldest daughter's a diver, and I have a license. I'm not a diver. So we drove all the way to Key West,
yeah,
and then we dove when we were in Key West, and we drove all the way back. But one of my favorite reviews, and it never gets as many views as I think it should get. It's one of those, you know.
right.
I've tried to edit it a couple of different ways, but we get in a car wreck on the review.
Okay,
Like
I've seen this one.
Yeah,
I've
we're
seen this
standing there talking. Well, we just gotten through diving.
Yeah.
I have my dive shirt on and my hat, you know, and we're talking, and you can see this car come around us. And there's a whole lot of the video I didn't put out where the guy like, please don't put me on camera, because he's hammered. He had no business driving.
Yeah.
And he pulls around, and all he's doing, he's like, my house is just right there. He said, I came over here to buy a bottle of butane for my gas grill. So they were drinking and cooking out.
You should have walked.
Should have walked.
Should have
And
walked.
it just so happened he hit the front tire on my truck. And so the whole truck rocked, the camera rocked. So it was no harm, no foul, really. And I'm like, just be careful going. Like,
For
he's like,
real.
I promise, it's just right there. I'm like, all right, dude. And then we got in the car and drove home. 8-10 hour drive.
Yeah.
So that was a fun trip. Because it's fun taking your kid with you. And you,
Oh, yeah.
how old's your kid?
3.
So,
He's about
you
to
know,
turn. He's about to turn 4.
does he like being around when you're doing this?
He used to like it a lot more because he used to try a lot more food, and now he's kind of in that stage where he doesn't.
Want chicken strips?
He just only wants pizza, peanut butter and jelly, pizza and peanut butter and jelly, or Chick-fil-A, nuggets.
Nuggets, yeah.
That's
I
it.
think they all go through that
He does
stage.
not. He won't touch beef right now, really, unless I just make him like, you're not getting up unless you eat.
Yeah, and that's my favorite. I'd rather
He's
have
like,
beef than anything. I mean, I do love fried chicken though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he just.
So be looking for you. How they find you online? What's the easiest way to find you?
Hey, the Apizza Guy. The Apizza's one word. Apizza Guy on pretty much all platforms.
So a pizza guy, and be looking for you, and send him recommendations for Nashville.
Yeah,
Send him
Nashville,
recommendations.
Hot Springs, Orlando. I'm going to Orlando at the end of May for sure. So
You're gonna make a Disney trip out of it.
I'm gonna go take him to Disney. See how I've never been to Disney myself.
So, are you gonna do food reviews in Disney?
I don't know.
I think you should.
It would be a good. I'm about to say I think it would do well.
I think so. So send him ideas for food reviews in Disney.
Yeah.
I'll think of some because I live in a family of women and they're all Disney people. Therefore, I'm a Disney person by default.
Never been to Disney in my life.
He's the perfect age because he probably won't remember everything.
Yeah.
But being able to watch him,
right,
and everything's real.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, like,
it's
there's
all
that meme.
real to him.
Yeah, like it's that meme, and it's like people are like, "Don't take your kids right now; they won't remember nothing." It's like, yeah, but I will.
Yeah,
I'll remember.
Trust me, it's definitely worth it. You'll get so much satisfaction because when he sees Mickey Mouse, that's actually Mickey Mouse to him.
Yeah.
When he gets in a spaceship to mission to space, that's a spaceship to him.
Right.
Like it's not a ride; it's real. And watching them go through that, and then when they get a little older, you can take them back, and it's like they'll remember bits and pieces, and it's like a better experience for them later, I think. But the fun of taking a kid,
I think he's gonna love it.
Oh, he's gonna love it, and you're gonna have a good time.
Oh yeah, I love Orlando in general. Honestly, I think Orlando's a really good town.
It is. Florida's fun all the way around.
Florida, I love Florida.
There's some great. I love the weather.
Dude, so nice. Sometimes it gets a little toasty, but it ain't humid like Mississippi.
I think, let me think on this food thing. My daughter she's 26 and she just got back. And she knows more about the food. Like there are these hidden spots in there where people don't know about, where you can go in and get drinks. Like in the big Epcot ball, there's a hidden bar in there. A lot of people don't know about.
I definitely have no clue.
Like you can. And you know how the algorithm works. You can start asking about Disney dining experiences on, just start putting it in the search bar on TikTok or Reels or whatever. And it'll start popping up.
Yeah.
And the stuff that you'll find is so many hidden experiences.
Everything we talked about in here today, we'll scroll Facebook later. It'll be like,
I probably got text messages on my, I've got it on airplane mode right now, but
it's going to be.
But yeah, you're going to have a great time, dude. Thank you for coming. I know we got to have dessert. We got to eat that dessert that Angie made out there.